you might find this person making a Costco run for the food service program, driving the bus to an away event, or changing the light bulb in the school, which is what he was doing when he fell off the ladder and broke his wrist.
Not only the wrist.
Gotta love those workers' comp claims when people are doing things they really aren't qualified to do. This superintendent came to Coquille to make a difference, not just in his schools, but in the community as well. He's never been one to make excuses or place blame on a lack of resources. He just puts his head down, works hard, and makes the commitment to do whatever it takes to provide his kids and staff in Coquille every opportunity and resource they need to be successful. An example of this is when he came to Coquille, there were almost no preschool opportunities available, so he poured his heart and soul into creating an early learning center for a group of kids who weren't even in his system yet. And he did it because that's what the community needed. On the other end of the age group, when he came to Coquille, they had a graduation rate of about 70%. But in his time there, they've increased that rate well over 90%. People have stood up in front of this group receiving honors because they've changed a classroom, or a school, or have transformed a district. Today, I want to recognize a person who's done all that, and he's changed the community one child at a time. I know this award is going to be special to him, but he's already been given the greatest award, or the greatest gift an educator could ever hope for, and that's a gift of having the opportunity to make a difference in the lives of kids, their families, and the community. His impact is going to be felt for generations to come in Coquille, and because of that, he's being singled out today. On behalf of the 200 superintendents, the 2,500 administrators in Oregon, it's my privilege to introduce the 2019 Oregon Superintendent of the Year, Tim Sweeney.
Let me tell you, when you fall off a ladder and break both your arms, the maintenance and custodial department get really upset with you because they get to spend 8 hours in ladder safety training. They're not the ones that fall off the ladder. So, I had to buy a lot of ice cream that day, and I'm not making that up either. So, before I get going, I'd like to take a moment to thank a few people who have helped me to achieve this honor. First, I'd like to thank my friends at OSBA and COSA, and especially thank you, Craig Hopkins, for all your help through the years. I appreciate it a great deal. Without your friendship and guidance, I would not have been able to achieve what I have. Second, a thank you to my peers across the state. I'm truly, truly humbled by this recognition. I need to say thank you to my administrative team in Coquille. Most of us have been working together for the past 7 years. If not the entire 9 years I've been there. They are truly some of the finest people I've ever had the pleasure to work with. Without the trust and support we have for each other, this award could have never happened. A special thank you to the Coquille School Board sitting there. Your dreams and your vision for a finer district have always motivated me to try to do more for our students. I am honored to serve such an outstanding group of public servants. Thank you. Some of my family is sitting up front, and I need to thank them. When your father is a superintendent, it is a full family deal. The travel, the long hours, sleepless nights, the volunteering are all just part of the package. You've always handled it with grace and poise, and I appreciate that a great deal. And finally, a special thank you to my wife, Jennifer, who's holding our first grandchild up there. Hello, Lauren. Without your unwavering support, I could never do this work at such a high level. When Craig told me that I was going to say a few words at this convention to tell the story of Coquille, I thought, well, I will need several hours. there is a lot going on in Coquille. When I was told I had about 10 minutes, I tried to think of a story that would encapsulate what is going on in our small town. Have you ever heard anyone describe a group of students as those kids? Not in an affectionate way. It's almost never said like this: those kids are the best students I've ever taught. Usually when we refer to those kids, there is a negative connotation connected to it. Those kids are ruining the school. Or those kids are running amok in the park. Why don't you do something about those kids? I've heard that from the chief of police, the city manager, the mayor. And one time I heard it at a school board meeting from a school board member who said to us, those kids will never amount to anything. This is just the last stop for them before they go to prison. Now it hurts when you hear something like that, okay? But the one time I heard it, that it cut the deepest, was when one of my principals said it about the children in his own building. You know who these kids are that we're talking about. They might live in poverty. They might need alternative education. They may not speak English as their first language. They don't look like us. They're a little different. Those kids. In this principal's mind, it was the white middle class kids that he accepted, not those kids that didn't fit that category. In the summer of 2011, I received one of those dreaded letters from the Oregon Department of Education. Under No Child Left Behind, Coquille Valley Elementary had been labeled as a priority school, and we were in need of improvement. At first look, I was a little stunned. Overall, our data and scores were not great, but they weren't wretched. Until you pull back the curtain a little bit and took a deeper look. For example, on our state tests, students in IEPs were passing at a rate of 0%. 25% of our students living in poverty could pass the state test, and only 29% of our Hispanic students could pass the state test. We were summoned to Eugene for a conference with ODE. It was myself, the building principal. We had a strange alignment. At that point, we had a K2 building and a 3A building, so the K2 principal was there. The vice principal of the 3A building was there. And we sat in a large room like this. We sat at our table, and an ODE representative would go from table to table to table and review the scores that I just kind of spoke to you about. So they came and they sat at our table, and they're going through that. And I could see my building principal getting more and more angry each time the page was turned over. And his face was getting deep red. And finally he burst out in the entire room. Why do you pinheads keep talking about those kids? It took the air out of the room. I was stunned. It was one of those turning points for our district. Were we going to allow our schools to only teach to middle-class white kids? Was that what we were really about? It's not what they were about. It wasn't what I was about. Could I keep a principal in a building who did not believe in the potential of every child in his school? I knew that change had to be made and had to be made immediately. How could you wait? How could you wait? Those kids deserve so much more. So over the winter break, with the support of the board, we shook up the entire administrative team of our district. Jeff Weatherall is in the back of the room back there. Hello, Jeff. I picked Jeff to be the new principal at Coquille Valley Elementary. And I picked him because I knew that he believed in the unlimited potential of every single student in that district. And he still does. We did some heavy lifting. Jeff and the other administrators, the school board, we implemented RTI and PBIS. We made a commitment to new curriculum, and it was taught with fidelity. We lowered our class sizes. That's not easy to do in a small district. And completely revamped how we taught our English language learners. We changed our teacher evaluation system. We wanted to focus on what the students were learning, not what the teacher had taught. It's a huge difference, because you could hear teachers that will tell you, well, I taught it. Just because they didn't learn it, that's not my fault. If they didn't learn it, you didn't teach it. So we changed that. That's important, right? Everything we did purposefully and with the goal of helping all our students succeed. Over the next few years, we saw some improvement in our scores. That 0% I talked about special students on IEPs passing went to 50%. Our poverty students went from 25% to 70% passing state tests. Our Hispanic students, English language learners, went from 29% passing to 63% passing. So let me tell you about those kids now. Those kids now graduate at about a 90% rate from Coquille High School. And those kids pass their state English language arts test at about an 84% clip at the 11th grade level. And those kids led Coquille High School to be honored this summer by U.S. News and World Report as a bronze medal winning high school for academic achievement. We are pretty darn proud of those kids in Coquille. And I would suppose that if I have had any impact on the Coquille School District, is that we don't have those kids anymore. We just have our kids. And we think our kids are pretty darn special regardless of who they are or where they come from. Thank you.